Well, hello, my beautiful Capricorn. Welcome to my channel. This is Baba Jolie here with your monthly reading for March 2023. I've already cleansed your space and I've meditated on your cards. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for your wonderful likes, shares, and subscribes. I am truly grateful for all your beautiful energy. Just a little reminder though, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one reading, just so you're aware. Also, please be mindful, scammers are about to pretend to be me and lots of other tarot readers. I do not do personal readings. I do not take your money, e-gifts, donations. I'm not on Facebook, WhatsApp, PayPal, Telegram, or Patreon. I will never ask you for your credit card details. I will never ask for personal details, and I'll also never give you a cell phone number to call. So if anyone masquerading as me asks for anything at all, please report them or ignore them. It is a scam, okay? Let's move straight on with your reading. I'm going to cleanse your space hourly, so please be mindful there's going to be 3 loud sounds. Let us begin. Okay, my beautiful Capricorn, this is your monthly reading for March. I'm going to get all of your cards first before I connect to an outcome. But just to make you aware, March is a pretty big month to get organized and to make things happen, okay? We do also have 2 major planetary alignments that will affect the collective in a very intense way. On the 7th of March, Saturn changes signs. Now, this really is a big deal. It is a very serious planet that gives us all a very stern talking to, okay? It's very strict. It brings rules, regulations, and restrictions as well in its wake. But I feel it is actually acting in your favor. It will make you feel a little bit more disciplined in all the things that you're working hard to accomplish. It is a planet of hard lessons, tough love, hard work, and growth. And the last time that this planet changed signs was in March 2020. And we all know what happened there, okay? Let's not talk about it anymore. But back then it did move into the sign of Aquarius. Now, the sign of Aquarius is all about society, its structures, rules, and regulations in itself and the collective. But this time round, Saturn moves into Pisces, which is more connected to your hopes, your dreams, the things that you're emotional about or that you feel love for. And it's also encourages us to outgrow escapist tendencies. So if you've been feeling that you've been procrastinating lately, which I highly doubt it, my beautiful Capricorn, you're always very hardworking. But if you feel that you've taken the foot off the pedal for a little while, Saturn actually forces you to get everything all in order and be a little bit more strict on yourself when it comes to activating your plans and making things happen, okay? So it is actually a positive influence this time round. Now, also, we do have a major transformative planet, Pluto, making waves as well. And Pluto actually moves into the sign of Aquarius this time round. And this really is also a big deal because Pluto is like a volcano. It deconstructs the earth and it reveals all that hot passion underneath. So it will help us all in a personal level. It will actually expose your passion, your power, and enable you to achieve your goals more than usual. So you may feel that the energy is picking up a little bit more pace. But also in terms of the collective, it actually exposes things that have been hidden from society or things that have been hidden from the collective for quite some time. This could lead to like shocking exposés, leaked government documents, secrets coming to light. So it could be a very interesting year and a half because that will be the energy for the next, you know, I'd say about 16 to 18 months, but definitely right up until 2024, the middle of 2024, okay? Now, for you in particular, you're getting a boost of energy this month to basically get very productive and, you know, really feel like you're in your power. Your 9th house is activated and influencing you at the beginning of the month. And that 9th house is really the quest for meaning. So you're looking at your life and seeing where you add value or whether you're getting value out of life. Also, you'll be thinking about your true calling. There it is, Page of Wands. Okay, that is really about your commitment to your true calling or finding your way, coming out of a comfort zone. But it's also that search for higher learning, connecting to source. Also asking the bigger questions like where you feel like you belong, looking at the path that you've taken so far and really wondering, are you as far along in the path as you'd hope to be? Some of you may feel like there's something you wanted to accomplish by now, and you may feel it's been very difficult to accomplish. What I get from this energy is you're going to be right on time. What is meant for you will never pass you by. You're actually exactly where you're meant to be, okay? But some of you may have those bigger questions about your purpose or your soul path this month, especially since we've got the Moon card and the Judgment card there. You're being really self-reflective about everything that you connect to and whether you are wasting any time or energy with situations or people. And you may feel, not that time is running out, but I feel like you're getting serious about something that perhaps you felt you've disconnected to for a while, or you felt has wasted your time. You're actually changing a circumstance in order to make it work better for you, okay? Now also, that house connects to travel. So some of you may feel like you are compelled to take a quick trip or even book some sort of travel there. I mean, the travel that I see for you is definitely to sunnier climates, that's for sure. You've got the Sun card as an outcome. I'm just going to go one more. Thank you so much, Spirit guys. Okay. Knight of Wands. Definitely a Knight of Wands kind of month for you in particular. Not everybody is getting that energies. Most signs actually got a Tower, okay? So major restructure. But I see that this Saturn energy is working for you in a very positive way, where you are getting closer to your goals. You're in an energy of doing. You're independent, you're headstrong, and you're seeking new adventures in your life, trying to bring a little bit more spontaneity into your world as well. But because of that ninth house, you're doing a lot of soul searching this month, and the traveling, I definitely see it to sunnier climates. I feel like you may even take yourself on a trip to somewhere you've never been before, is what I'm seeing. I feel like you're being a little bit bold and adventurous, and you're exploring your options or exploring what the world has to offer and seeing the world in new eyes is what I'm seeing there. Some of you, it may be a spiritual retreat that you connect to. That energy is coming out for everybody. There's this search for meaning this month that everybody seems to be tapping into, no matter what sign you are, okay? Now, also, your fourth house is activated in the middle of the month, okay? And your fourth house is connected to your personal life. Again, I mean, it's a double hit really of where you feel like you belong. So there is going to be that self-evaluation going on in the month. But it's really about your home life, the fourth house. This is about your actual home. So you'll be looking at where you live. Are you content in where you live? And if not, you may be making some decisions to change those circumstances, whether you are selling property or selling your home or buying a new property, buying a home, or even just, relocating. Maybe, there's a restructure in flatmates if you share your home with other people, or some of you may be leaving a home space to have more independence. I mean, some of you, if you live at home with your parents, for example, because, life is expensive, and if you're trying to save up for your own apartment, or you're just saving up to be able to move out and have some independence, I definitely see this being a month of you restructuring and finding that independence for yourself as well. And for those of you who have children, you may hear that they want to, children of a certain age who may be living with you, even if you're retired and you have children who are living with you and trying to save, they may actually tell you that this month they're thinking about going off and finding a new apartment, or they're thinking about buying their own property. There's something, they may even tell you about traveling or going away at a distance for a while. I feel like there's this quest for independence, okay, that's coming through very strongly there. But for your fourth house, you're thinking about security, okay? You're maybe thinking about your possessions as well. But it's more about you and where you feel like you belong. This is an energy of feeling domesticated or feeling domestic. So there's definitely an energy of you restructuring the home space. If you're deciding to stay where you're at, you may think about decluttering your home, getting rid of things that perhaps have outgrown their purpose, or you've outgrown, or that you feel you don't really want to keep anymore. So there's definitely a restructure there. Also, it's like a bit of a spring clean is what I'm picking up there for you. Also, I get a sense that some of you may do a little bit DIY, because they're actually showing me in the water right now someone putting something together that they've bought. So it could be that you've literally just bought like an item that needs to be constructed, and you're actually fixing that up for yourself. It may be a new addition to your home, so you may be decluttering in order to make space for this item, or you may be doing some DIY, or basically giving your home a lick of paint. You may feel compelled to do those things in the month of March, okay? Now, your first card here is the Star. So this is about getting clarity, searching for meaning, but also searching for answers, and really connecting to embracing new ideas and moving towards spiritual growth. This is, I mean, it is the inspiration card, so lots of wonderful new ideas, lots of brainstorming. You've got the Five of Wands there and the Ace of Swords, which means you're brimming with potential, you're brimming with new ideas on how to restructure your world and your life to bring in more passion, more excitement, more spontaneity, and more success. Some of you, you're going to have a new idea here that you run with. It's going to be very exciting and very successful, okay? Believe in your visions. They have power. They have value, and they are going to bring the success that you are trying to achieve. So whatever it is you're reaching for in your life, you're going to start to see progress and improvements in the month of March. Actual tangible physical evidence that things are starting to go in your favor, because this feels like a great reveal month for you, especially with this card. So the Star energy is an energy of stepping into the spotlight or stepping into your power in order to, be hopeful that things are changing around you in the most positive of ways. It's actually an Aquarius energy, so an Aquarius card there. So I do feel that Pluto is actually going to influence you in a very, very positive way, giving you access to those passionate resources deep within you to have more energy and, be that new version of yourself that is powered up and ready to accomplish or ready to get busy on your projects. It's going to be a very productive month for you in a very exciting way. It's not going to be that you're overloaded with things and you're not in control of it. I feel like you're very much in control of everything that's happening in the month of March, and you're busy doing, okay? Now, the Star energy also indicates that you are in planning mode for a better future. So I feel a lot of you are sourcing new ideas to either bring more finances into your world, or trying to, restructure your world to put yourself in a really good position in the future, because the Star energy is a future looking card. It's like, okay, I'm going to get really organized, and where do I see myself in 5 years time? So you may have your own idea of the timeline. You may be like, okay, in 1 year I want to be here, or in 5 years I want to have accomplished this, or I want to be relocated and living a life of luxury in the sun, or I want to retire. Whatever it is that you are wanting for your future, I feel in the now, in the month of March, you're really organizing that and getting clear on ideas that will actually make that happen, okay? Also, with the Star energy, I would say some of you, there is an award-winning idea here. Okay, now this could be, for example, if some of you are in a very competitive arena that you work in, or an environment where you feel like there's a lot of challenge, you've got some sort of winning idea that sets you apart from everybody else, okay? If you're a performer or someone who's very artistic and you want to be famous, for example, or you want to be known for what you do, your reputation, I feel like this is a really good month to stand out from the crowd, okay? And there is an opportunity for you that comes on in that's full of potential, and I feel maybe in the past things have not gone in your way or gone in your favor, but this opportunity, really, you run with it. It's going to be exciting. It's yours for the taking, okay? So that's whether you're a performer or not. Even if you are in the career environment and you're trying to, in the office or wherever it is you work, if you're trying to level up or move to the next stage, I definitely see elevation for you. And I see a passion project or something that you're excited about, being unstoppable. I feel that you are manifesting your dreams. They're becoming a reality. They're not even dreams, they're intentions. I see you setting an intention and making it happen, okay? Now, on a personal level, I definitely see a lot of you really really restructuring the way that you nurture yourself. This is about being connected to a healthier way of living or a healthier phase of life. So cleansing yourself, body, mind, and soul. I really get an energy here of you like connecting to healthier diets, exercise routines, sleeping patterns, and just, really trying to have a very clear mind, okay? Especially with the star energy and the Ace of Swords, you are super organized, but also your mind is like a supercomputer, okay? Normally, I mean, you're very intelligent, you're very smart, you're very talented, you're very gifted at what you do, but in the month of March, you've also got the gift of words, the gift of clarity, the gift of intention, and being organized to make stuff happen. So even if you're retired and you've got a project that you want to connect to, I feel like you are super focused, you're getting it done, and you are, how can I put that? Your self-discipline is second to none. And I also feel that your commitment to making it happen makes it happen, okay? Also with the star tends to be about wish coming true, okay? Something that perhaps you've had difficulty with, something that perhaps you felt has not shown up for you, and you may be concerned as to whether it's going to happen. I feel it comes in, it's almost like the 11th hour, you're like, maybe it's not going to happen for me. And you think about walking away from something, and then suddenly the universe shows you a sign or gives you some information or some news that says, not so fast. It's just, it was coming at the right time. They're indicating, when just you were about to like forget about something or give up on something and suddenly the universe delivers, it's going to be one of those situations, okay, that happen for you. But a wish that something you've been asking the universe for or asking source for or whatever religion or faith that you celebrate, those prayers are going to be answered is what they're showing me here as well, okay? But this is a month of being really clear and honest and getting organized about what you want to do. And then you're just making it happen. Also, some of you, I feel if you've gone through a procedure or you've had an operation or something like that, if you've had that before you've come to the reading, there's definitely healing happening here for you. Take some time out. I mean, I feel like you want to get up and be like moving again and doing again, and it's important to rest, okay? So definitely the star energy is a healing energy, so you know yourself. It's important to rest and be back to best before you get busy doing it again. And for some of you, if you're waiting for a procedure and it's taken some time and you're on a waiting list for something, I definitely see that in the month of March, you're going to get correspondence that gives you a clear date of when that procedure or that operation or whatever it is that you are waiting for, it will come towards you. You're going to receive correspondence on that, okay? So at least you'll have an idea of, okay, it's then, and then you start to prepare. With the star energy, I see that you'll be healing and back to best in no time, okay? So I'm just seeing that happening there as well for you, okay? Now moving on, we've got the Five of Wands. This is your protagonist energy. So this is a month of brainstorming. The Five of Wands is being very creative, having loads of ideas. And what's wonderful about loads of ideas, it means there's loads of potential and lots of possibility in all of them. But also what is negative about lots of ideas is you may find it hard to concentrate, okay? I do feel like you're being given the gift of focus, but it's really about having so many ideas and thinking, okay, I'm going to focus on that one first, and then I'm going to come to this one. So just with that Two of Swords there, I feel like it's time to compromise or make a decision and really ask yourself, what's most important first? And then do that. Is there anything that has like a time-sensitive deal that goes on with it? If there is, focus on that first, okay? Also with the Five of Wands, this can indicate that some of you are thinking about training or going into training for something, okay? Suddenly you may think, okay, I want to elevate my career and I need a certain certificate or I need a certain qualification. So you may enter the training field in order to challenge yourself and elevate and get a certificate or some sort of training under your belt so that you can elevate in the future and bring more finances in. I mean, some of you may literally go into training for something sporty, or, you may go into something where you have competition or you want to challenge yourself. I mean, some of you Now, this is not going to resonate for everyone. Because they're showing me boxing gloves right now. So, I mean, boxing gloves can mean that some of you are actually training for a fight. You're a boxer, or some of you may be thinking about going into boxing as a sport to lose weight. Okay, so please take it as it resonates. I mean, not to lose weight. I feel like you're okay. You're perfect the way you are, but it may be like that you're doing it to tone up, or you're doing it to get excess energy out. Okay, and sort of streamline your energy. So I'm really picking up on that. I mean, some of you, spiritually, the boxing gloves can mean that you've been having a bit of an argument or a difficult time getting yourself understood in some area of your life, and you feel that you've got to shout a little louder, fight a little harder to get to where you want to go. But I feel like you find a solution to anything that you found challenging, or I feel like you overcome that obstacle. The Ace of Swords is like suddenly you know what to do. Suddenly you're having a breakthrough, okay? Also with the Ace of Swords, I feel like not only are you going to have such a clear mind in the month of March, but this is the law of karma, okay? There's powerful forces working behind the scenes to help you make lots of breakthroughs in your life, and you're going to see lots of meaningful coincidences. They're giving me the number 222. This is relevant for some reason. I mean, it could be the end digits of someone's cell phone number, or a building that you'll visit, or maybe it's the end digits of your cell phone number. Maybe 222, for some reason, it's going to be relevant. I mean, there could even be this news, because we've got the Page of Wands, which indicates some sort of delivery of news that's going to be very exciting, something that's going to make your heart skip a beat and think, yes, I did it. That may even come in to you at 222. So look out for number 222. Now, as you can see, we've got a crown there. The crown is connected to the crown chakra, and that's that deep knowingness. So I feel a lot of you, all these ideas, you're going to trust them. You know that they will be successful, and it shall be so, okay? Also, there's normally victory wreaths there, and this is a victory wreath around there. So again, I get this energy of award-winning ideas. I mean, if you're at an environment where you work and you want to stand out from the crowd and get that lucrative project or that lucrative deal, I definitely see you standing out from the crowd this month, or standing above the competition. I see that you are being very clever. You're looking at areas where you or you have something that other people don't have, and you're implementing that, or you're really honing that so that you do stand out, and you almost like forge your niche so that you can overcome competition and really accomplish a goal that you set out to do. Now, if you're retired, I feel that some of you, with the star energy and the 5 of Wands, I feel like some of you are really searching for your soul tribe, or, really coming up with different ideas of how to spend your time. They're actually giving me the word garden. And just because you're retired, it doesn't mean you're going to like poodle into the garden and just be a gardener. But of course, you may be more connected to nature. Maybe that's what they mean. I mean, when you have the Lenormand deck, the garden actually means an invitation, or connecting to people who are resonating at the same frequency as you, good people who you can have fun with. So perhaps this is about really getting out there and being a little bit more sociable, connecting to events in your community, or maybe even doing some sort of hobby or something that you really enjoy or find passionate, in order to build a friendship circle of people who understand what you are doing or what you're about. I definitely get this sense of unity happening here for you. The 5 of Wands actually means unity in diversity. So it's like you may have like a left field idea, and you're like, wow, this is like so crazy, it'll never work. But actually everything slots into place, and it's like, well, I had a crazy idea that no one's ever had. So I'm really unique. I'm standing out. So I feel that's the energy that you're finding across the month of March. Unity in diversity. And the same with people as well. I feel like you're having a breakthrough on something that has been difficult or challenging for you. And this month you're going to really reflect on the sacrifices you made to make it happen. And also I feel you're really going to go deep within in order to see where you are on your path, because this is the Moon card, okay? And the Moon card in this position, it can mean that a truth is revealed to you, an inner truth is revealed to you, or you get a message in your dreams that really like knocks you for six. And it's about your true calling, something that you were worried about, or something that you were trying to weigh up your options or search for an answer on. You will gain clarity this month, and suddenly you find a solution to anything that you found difficult or challenging, and it really puts you in a very good position. Okay, this is obviously a card of self-reflection, so this is a very deep philosophical month. It really connects to your ninth house, that search for meaning. So a lot of you may be a little bit more sensitive than usual, and you may have a little bit more mood swings or a little bit of fluctuations where you really try to check in with yourself and be super honest with yourself in all areas of your life. I mean, this may dredge up times where you are unhappy, where you felt like you allowed people to undervalue you, or you even undervalued you. You may even really look at situations where you felt you settled for second best, even though you deserved more. So you could be looking at, like, if you're in a working environment, you may be looking at where you work right now and see that there's a lot of competition. There's a lot of people feeling low workers' morale and feeling a little bit lost in the working environment, and you're searching for answers, wondering if you should be there. So you may actually readdress the balance and think, you know what, I've got a lot of skills. I'm really talented. I deserve a lot better than what I'm getting right now. I'm going to make some changes here. So you may put your resume out there to find new opportunities. Also, with the self-reflection card, I really feel that there have been moments where you felt very uncertain on your true calling path, okay? And the moon card is about uncertainty, and the judgment card is about your true north or your life's purpose. So I feel you're trying to listen inwards to reveal what path you should take next, or you're searching for an answer, or you have to make a decision on something that may even be time sensitive, because they are giving me this sense of, I've got to get it up and running. I need to do it. I need to do it now. Don't rush. There's no need to rush. Everything is as it should be. Okay, so just breathe. What is meant for you will never pass you by. I do see an opportunity for those who are looking for an opportunity in some area of their life. I do see that one appears out of the blue. I'm just getting the sense that there are great opportunities that lie in the shadows, and they're just waiting for the perfect moment for illumination, especially since you've got the Sun card. So everything's going to happen in divine timing. If you've already come to this reading and you've lost your job, for example, or you've been searching for a job for a long time, there is, of course, a lot of competition for whatever it is that you want to do. But you really stand out from the competition this month, and you are offered a very lucrative deal. Everything else just pales into the background when it comes to this new opportunity that comes in for you. It really is connected to your true north, and I feel like it helps you elevate and reach your goals. And I feel you're not really doing it for money, even though money is important. I will pull a card on it, but I feel more than anything, it's about feeling like valued. It's about connecting to your passion. Some of you may even decide to go independent this month and set up your own business, because the Knight of Wands is a really independent card of trusting your visions and running with it. Some of you, because we have a lot of cards that connect to duality, like the Judgment card or the Two of Swords, some of you may even do like a side hustle where you try to bring in more money for you. Three of Pentacles, there is more money available to you. Three of Pentacles is a card of you building your solid foundation, but it's more about what you love doing. Okay, because we've got the Queen of Cups there as well. It's like you understand what you need to do, but ultimately you recognize that the more you love what you do, or the more that you're doing something that you love, the universe actually brings more abundance to you naturally. Okay, so have you ever noticed that whenever you've just thought about going for something for money, that it tends to be a difficult task, or it feels soulless, or it just feels like, it's not really resonating with you, and you may not want to walk away from it because it pays the bills and it pays really good money. But as soon as you disconnect and find something that you really love doing, the universe actually sends you bigger rewards financially for taking that leap of faith. But I feel you're being very savvy by strategizing before you make any decisions. Now, I'm just going to pull a card. These two queens, are they related, or are they friends? Or, because we got a Three of Pentacles here, these allies or these aspects of my beautiful Capricorn in their pursuit for what they want. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides. Going one more, please. Thank you so much. The deck is becoming very difficult now. The Chariot. Okay, no, it's aspects of self in order to seek for direction. So again, Queen of Cups is like, you know, what do you love doing? Where does your heart feel like it should be? And the Queen of Wands is like, you know, you are attractive right now. You're magnetic. So, you know, your passion is your power. Be inspired to take action and move in a direction that feels right for you. And, you know, release yourself from any fear. If you knew how good you are and the way that other people look at you, my beautiful Capricorn, you would be, and I feel like you are unstoppable, but you'd be even more unstoppable. If you could only see yourself through other people's eyes, because they actually are in awe of you. There's a lot of people, you have a lot of fans who may not actually tell you. There's a lot of people who celebrate you behind the scenes. I mean, we've all got the one person who perhaps does not celebrate, but that's out of jealousy. But I definitely feel like you've got a very strong support network. And with the Chariot card, I feel like you have a winning formula to make you help you really achieve your goals. And you know, you've got determination, you've got commitment, you've got talent, you've got bravery, confidence, and the energy to make progress in any area of your life. It's all about focus. Okay. Now, also, I'm picking up this energy of creative collaborations. Okay, there may be someone here who is very understanding, who helps you in some area of your life. I mean, I'm picking up an energy right now. This may not resonate for everyone. Say if you're moving home, there may be someone who wants to help you like move your stuff. Okay, that's just coming up briefly. That's not going to resonate for everyone. That's very precise. So I'm just going to leave that one there. But I do see that there is a friend who helps you out in a moment of need. This need, shall we say, is not... it's not negative. I feel like it's like, oh, I'm moving. It's moving home day. Can anyone help me like bring my stuff to the van or whatever? And I feel that there is, a couple of really good friends, one in particular, who are just there to help you out. So whoever that is, bon voyage, good luck with your move. And your friend is, it's a keeper. That's for sure. That person really is, on your side. But the Chariot card indicates that you are being very, very successful, or you're headed towards whatever it is you want to accomplish. Now, I am picking up, and nobody likes to hear this, okay? I am picking up, if you have a car, okay, there may be, how can I put that? You may find that there is something that you want to check over in that car. It's not dangerous. I want you to be all aware. It's not dangerous. It's not really negative. But there may be something like you hear a sound. You're like, oh, what's that sound? It's so weird. Something that you can't see. I feel like it's in the engine area, okay? Or in the, what do you call it? Yeah, that would be the engine area. I don't think it's the engine. I mean, it could be the fan belt or something. It's something that makes a sound, okay? You may discover that in the month of... March, and it may cost you a little bit of money. I feel you've got enough to cover it. That's what I feel, but you're going to be checking that out. So if you do have a car, listen out. There's something that just sounds a little bit different or a little bit off. You will need to check it out, because long term it could actually just damage part of the car or damage that area. It's not dangerous though, okay? So I don't really know much about cars, but for example, if you're hearing something like a ticking sound and you may think, oh, what's that? Maybe that, you don't have enough water in the windscreen wipers or something like that. It's something small and fixable, but you may have to deal with that in the month of March. Okay, so I'm just going to leave it like that. Now, the Judgment card is a big one, because this is about direction, and you may have been sitting on the fence about something or avoiding something for a while. Not that you've been procrastinating. I feel it's more that there's been a bit of stagnation going on. I feel it's been a bit of a blockage, and you're going deep within to ask for answers like, okay, why is this not happening for me? Is there an alternative way to get to where I want to go? Is there an easier way to get to where I want to go? The Judgment card also is a card of second chances. So I really get a sense of you rediscovering parts of yourself that you feel like you've lost for a while. So this may be, you know, if you used to always go out and on Friday night with your friends and have dinner, and you're like, you know what, I really miss those days where we did that. Or if there was a hobby that you loved doing, you're like, you know what, why did I stop doing that? Or maybe you didn't have enough money to keep it up, or you just lost touch with it for a while. I definitely see you actually bringing those things back into your life and rediscovering yourself, okay? I mean, for some of you, it may be that you stopped reading a certain book that you were really interested in, and you're like, you know what, I have a calling to go back there. So I definitely get this sense of you reconnecting to parts of yourself that perhaps you feel you've lost or disconnected from, or just put on pause for a little while. Those things are always there. You can always reconnect to them at any moment. And I feel the month of March is a deep reflective month where you're looking at your progress and thinking about aspects of yourself. Those aspects that you think, you know what, I used to love doing that. Why do I not do that anymore? And I feel like you reconnect to it. Even if it's like, you know, dancing around the kitchen as you're cleaning. Maybe you don't do that anymore. You're like, I really love doing that. It also took off calories. It helps me with steps. You know, it keeps my heart healthy and also keeps my mood and vibrations high. I feel like you're doing something that really feels good, that perhaps you've detached from for a while. Now, the Judgment card, when it comes to finances, because looking at your finances in general, I feel like you understand what you need to do financially in order to move forward in the direction that you want to follow with your finances. I see that you are someone who is putting yourself in a really good financial position. There is a much brighter future to come for you financially as well because of the actions that you are implementing at this very moment. So some of you may be cutting back. You're very cautious about your spending. You're not overspending, and you're finding better deals all over the place. So you're finding what you want, but you're just finding it cheaper elsewhere. So I definitely feel like you're being very, very savvy when it comes to your financial commitments as well. Okay. Now, I do have to say this because it's just showing up a little bit and your ninth house is involved. There may be some moments where you critically judge yourself in the month of March, okay? Because the Moon card is a very deeply reflective card. It does throw up the shadow self. You become aware of lessons that you've learnt over the past in your life. You're trying to purge negativity, but in order to purge negativity, sometimes we got to look at those aspects within ourselves. Moments where we feel, we shouldn't have done that, or, you know what, I'm not proud of myself when I did that, or, you know, I doubted myself when I shouldn't. So I feel like you're going to be processing some really big, deep emotions in the month of March that may make you feel you have a little emotional wobble. This too shall pass. Don't doubt yourself. I feel like it's actually enabling you to clear space so that you bring a lot more abundance and release anything that you've been resisting looking at for a while. Because this is a deep karma month, shall we say, where you're getting some really good karma. But in order to receive the good stuff, sometimes we got to process and release the negative stuff. Like, we're not all saints, right? We've all done at least something that we think, oh, you know what, shouldn't have done that. And I feel like you're going to be looking at those aspects of self, okay? But it's a learning curve. We all evolve spiritually from that. So because we got the Judgment card, it can mean that you judge yourself harshly. Please have some compassion for yourself, my beautiful Capricorn. We all have moments where, you know, I mean, even if it's like you wanted to be really strict with yourself on an exercise routine, or you wanted to be really focused and get 5 things done on your list, but you only get 3 things done on your list. Have some compassion for yourself. You are a human being, not a human doing, and we're all learning along the way. None of us come with a manual of how to do life. We're just, you know, how can I put that? We're just reacting to circumstances around ourselves in the given moment, okay? Now, the Two of Swords in this position is actually something that's very positive. You're overcoming indecision, you're making a full decision, and you're clear on what you want to do. A lot of you are exploring new lands or new possibilities in your life, and there may have been a bit of hesitation, or there may have been an element of you feeling excited but actually anxious at the possibility of you bringing new things into your life. Humans, we love a little bit of routine. We love to know where we're at. We don't want to get bored with routine, but we kind of like to know what's going on. Okay, we like that sense of security. But if you're trying to, implement a new path, or you're trying to wonder what path you should take next, some of you are coming out of your comfort zone, and sometimes that can feel challenging, or it can make you feel like there's upheaval and you're not in control. But I actually see that you are in control of the circumstances. What I can see here is that there is a level of stagnancy or routine that perhaps has been playing out in your life that you're liberating yourself from as well. So this is actually a very positive energy. This card, with the Moon card, it's also about uncertainty. Okay, so it's time to take some time out or remain in a peaceful state of mind. So if you're searching for answers in the month of March, which I definitely see that you are, it's important to find quiet time so that you can really check inwards with how you're feeling. I always say this, we have a very loud world that we have built, full of, distractions, noise, gadgets, things online, information accessible at our fingertips, loud traffic, airplanes, everything is loud, and it actually drowns out the intuition or the instinct or that inner voice, that heart of yours that is whispering out there of what it wants. So I feel it's really important for you to really check in with yourself in the month of March, just to see how you're feeling, okay? And some of you may feel that you're a little bit more sensitive, as I said, than usual. There may be a little bit of an emotional fluctuation there. So, again, this too shall pass, okay? Now, the Sun card is the outcome. So your overarching energy, the Sun, is about success. It is about, seeing all the possibilities and joy in life and what it has to offer. This is a really positive time for you. You're leaving the darkness and the confusion behind. You're finding the light, and actually you're finding the success that you truly deserve and desire. The Sun card, of course, is a card where everything is possible. Money is flowing to you. You're in a state of reaching for your goals. Things are happening, and there's energy. There is warmth. And also there is growth in this situation as well. So learning some difficult lessons, I feel like you've done that already, and you're seeing the benefit of those lessons, even though at the time they felt very uncomfortable. You're looking back with a more mature set of eyes and a heart, that you're realizing that those circumstances, whilst they were difficult, they actually put you in a very powerful position, okay? Because you're ready for anything, and you're strong enough to take anything on at any given moment. Also, this is a card of illumination. There's a lot of light in your month of March. So I do feel that you are seeking only situations that bring you happiness, and maybe even sunnier climates there. But with this card, you can see what you want. You will be able to touch what you want. You're manifesting at a very high frequency in the month of March, okay? Now, the Sun card is all about the self as well. So I feel like you're seeing aspects of yourself in new lights, but also rediscovering parts of yourself, as I said already, that you feel like you lost touch with. Now, the Page of Wands is a wonderful card because it's about taking the initiative to do something that excites you, to venture into new situations and come out of your comfort zone. This is a card of finding your purpose. So if you have been searching for purpose or searching for meaning in some way, you're finding it, okay? If you've been looking at the environment that you're in right now and thinking, you know what, something's just off, I need to change some circumstances and make things brighter or better, you are restructuring your world to make those things happen. You're taking accountability for your world and your life. And with the Page of Wands there, this could be the beginning of a project, for example, or it could be that you are, you have a desire to do something. You're making your list become a reality, or you're making your goals become a reality. This is a card also of, your ideas having value and dreaming boldly, because whatever it is you want to accomplish, you've got the energy to do it, the vitality to do it. You are loyally and diligently working towards something with a lot of commitment. Now, the Page of Wands pages bring news. So I do feel like there is some exciting news coming for you in the month of March, because just when you're feeling a little bit fed up with the way things are, suddenly there's some new information for you that actually changes everything. And I mean, you could suddenly have like a new idea where you want to go to a new country, or take a vacation somewhere, and it really breaks up the energy. It gives you a chance to take some time out for you and really focus on your next path, or your next step on a new path. For some of you, it could be a new idea that is going to be very, very lucrative and very successful there. The Page of Wands is a card of being inspired and committing to those inspirations. Now, I also get this sense with this Page of Wands that you're passionate and you're setting up something new or different, or you're doing something that you've never done before. It's like boldly stepping out of a comfort zone, or you're trying something new and you're wondering if you'll love it, and then suddenly you love it and it's something you're going to do long term. That's what I'm picking up there. I do feel that a lot of you are going to be very creative and very productive this month in a very passionate way. And if there is something that's making you feel bored, or you're just feeling that, you know, there's been any discouragement in your world, or things did not go in your favor, there's something new that suddenly draws your attention and realizes, or makes you realize that actually it works out better for you in the long run, okay, because it gives you a lot more freedom. Four Cups is basically a card of feeling that you're a little bit unfulfilled in some area. And with the Page of Wands there, it's like, okay, I need a little bit more spontaneity. I need to shake up my world in order to bring a little bit more excitement in there. And this could come in the form of a new hobby, or a new projects, or even a new creative endeavor. Some of you may set up your own business. As I mentioned earlier, you may have that quest to be an entrepreneur, and you may dip your toe into doing it first just to see how it's going, and it's actually so successful you leave everything else behind. Okay, now the Four Cups, it does indicate here that because I feel like when I'm looking at these cards, what I get a sense of, if it doesn't work at first, try again. Well, this time it works. So don't dwell on everything else that did not work or that disappointed you, because this time round it's going to be different, okay? I feel like you're releasing yourself from boredom or a plateau or some sort of stalemate energy in your life in order to move forward. And with that Knight of Wands, this indicates if you've got a goal, you accomplish it. Of all the knights, this one is the one that accomplishes things in a faster time and then is on to the next, on to the next, on to the next, okay? This is a card of feeling very free-spirited, having that real lust for life, and making things just happen. You're remaining true to your values as well, and manifesting in many, many forms. So you're taking your passion and you're running with it. So I feel this is something that also, I'm picking up an energy of protect your energy, okay? So if there's any energy vampires in your life, especially with that Moon card, I mean, you've got Star and the Sun either side, and you've got the Moon in the center. So the Star and the Sun, they actually shine all by themselves, okay? They have an inner light, just like you, my beautiful Capricorn. But the Moon is an energy that needs other people's energy or light to shine. Okay, it needs the sun to shine. It cannot shine all by itself. So I feel like you are eradicating anyone who has been depleting your energy or trying to, you know, take credit for your ideas or, you know, outshine you in some area. I feel like overall, you are the one that shines. You're the one that stands out. And you're the one who is getting busy accomplishing and is then on to the next goal. Please give yourself credit for your wins, because I feel sometimes you accomplish a lot and then you're on to the next. You don't give yourself time to really enjoy the moment and think, you know what, I'm going to pat myself on the back. Job well done, Capricorn. High five yourself. Because I feel you've been going through a very difficult time and you're going from strength to strength. You may feel like you're not making progress sometimes, but actually you're getting stronger and stronger and closer to the success that you are seeking, or to the goal that you're trying to reach for as well. I'm just going to pull one more card there. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide? They're actually showing me a magic wand in the water right now, a magic wand. Now, unless you're training to be a magician, which is potential, of course, and someone could be out there creating some magic, or maybe that's a business-related idea that you want to go into. So please take it as it resonates. I mean, you do have a lot of wands in your reading, so it can mean that this is a very magical month. Let me just check in with the energy of that magic wand. Okay, they're giving me an energy of amplified power, being in control of that amplified power, also ambition, and making things appear and disappear in your life at will. Oh, that's quite profound. I've never thought about it like that. So they're giving me that. Now, this may mean that you may see magic wands everywhere. You know that big long wand there with the white tips? It's black in the middle and white tips at the end. So look out for those in your every waking life. You may go into the store and see one. You may actually see one online, or perhaps someone gifted you one, or there is a, you know, maybe it actually means something to you, a magic wand, but they're just showing me that right now. So it's another wand. The Six of Wands is all about success, magic, standing out from the crowd, elevation, and good news. So this is a very positive month. Yes, there's going to be some deep moments of self-reflection and asking questions about your path, but do not doubt yourself and do not doubt the path that you're on, because all the answers will be revealed to you this month, and you'll know exactly what to do or what to take action on, okay? Now, this could manifest in the form of a promotion or a raise in your life if you're in the working environment. For those of you who are retired, you may connect to some sort of communal event or community standing. I feel some of you may even, in your retirement, run for mayor or run for a social status in your community to help out. Your heart's in the right place. So I definitely see that you are a natural born leader. And even after retirement, it doesn't stop there. I feel like you've just got those natural skills that you will still implement in your retirement as well, okay? Now, as I pick up this deck, they're showing me a walkie-talkie. Okay, a walkie-talkie. Now, whenever I get the walkie-talkie sign, which isn't often, but it tends to tell me that someone is clairaudient. So perhaps you're going to have moments of clairaudience in the month of March, or you are clairaudient and you're developing your spiritual gifts in that area. So please take that as it resonates. It could also mean that you have a desire for better communication with people, or you want to stay in touch with someone that perhaps you felt like you lost out of touch with. I feel like you will reconnect to those people or that situation. Okay, if you're looking for love, because, I mean, they're not really giving me the cards of love. This is a very passionate month where you're following your ideas. But if you are looking for for love, rather, I do feel like there is a potential spark between you and someone new. Okay, I mean, I'm seeing it as a fling at the moment. I got to be honest with you. It could lead somewhere, but in the month of March, it's looking like a fling. Okay, so if you want to connect to that, there is a flirtation. I mean, it doesn't even have to be a fling. It could be just a flirtation, and you leave it at that. It does put a spring in your step, okay? Thank you so much. 4. I mean, some of you could have even just bought a walkie-talkie, or you'll see walkie-talkies, so I'm just clarifying that image that they were showing me as well there. Moving on, we've got Infinity. That's one of your last cards there, Infinity. It says eternal or limitless, harmony and balance, Kundalini energy, and dualism and unity. So again, I was getting that energy of you being in the flow, being very adaptable and flexible with life's changes, but also there being infinite possibilities for you to reach the goals that you have set for yourself. And we've also got the Buddha, okay? So that is, of course, connecting to harmony and spirituality. It says fulfilling destiny, reflection, positive thinking, and understanding. So you're being given that gift in the month of March as well. We've also got Shield. Remember, I had that message, protect your energy. I definitely feel like that is something that is important for you, especially if you've got, energy vampires, or someone who, you know, always is taking in your world, even if it's a work environment. or a friend, whatever it is, you're noticing the energy exchange. So protect your energy there. Shield tends to mean you're protected anyway, but it says guarded, defensive, resistance, and feeling vulnerable. So a lot of you, as I said, you're going to be connecting to better eating habits, sleeping patterns, just to make sure that your immune system is on point, and you'll be cutting out any food substances that make you feel low energy, bloated, or just have a negative effect on your body and your mind, because this month, you've got a very clear head. And we've also got dice. Okay, dice. It says risks involve trusting fate, weighing up the risks, and playing the game of chance. Now, the Knight of Wands does connect to that risky energy, taking a chance on something, but because you have so many self-reflective cards where you pause before you take any action, I definitely see that it's important to strategize before you launch yourself into something, because there may be a circumstance that seems risky, but once you look at all the eventualities and all the ins and outs of it, I feel like you put yourself in a really good position to make a decision on it. So do weigh up your options. Don't rush into anything. Don't even feel pushed or forced to rush into anything. Just take your time so you can check in with yourself and ask yourself, is this my path? Is this something I want to connect to? And if it's not, you can change direction, okay? I'm just going to go and get a trinket before we close. We have the butterfly. Now this indicates radical change, okay? A metamorphosis energy. The butterfly goes through a very difficult lifespan. Of course, the caterpillar goes into the chrysalis, and it doesn't just like fall asleep and emerge a butterfly. It actually dissolves itself, its form. It loses itself. So if you've been feeling a bit lost or uncertain about your path at the moment, you are just on the precipice of change into something beautiful and wonderful. Things are about to get better. So I feel like you are outgrowing situations and you're becoming what you've always meant to be. So a lot of success, you're spreading your wings, and some of you, this desire for independence is going to shine through the month of March. Now I'll leave it there. I hope something does resonate in that reading for you. If it does, please like or subscribe to my channel. Completely free for you. All you have to do is press a little bell that lets you know when I update my next message. It lets me know that you resonate with the reading, which is so important for me too. Also, they're showing me before I go some lemons. So, I mean, the age-old saying is when life gives you lemons, you make lemonade. You're definitely a sign that does that. But it could also mean you need a little bit more vitamin C in your world, or you're you're really boosting your immune system this month to guard against any seasonal colds. I mean, it could even be that you just bought some lemons, or perhaps, I don't feel like there's any bitterness to this lemon. I feel like the energy that I'm getting, even though lemons sometimes taste a bit bitter. I mean, I love lemons. I eat them raw. I think they're gorgeous. But anyway, I feel it's not to do with bitterness, this energy that I'm getting from this lemon. I feel like it's healthy. Okay, it's cleansing, it's purging. So I feel it's actually a positive thing for you. I mean, you could literally have gone to the store and just bought some lemons. So please take it as it resonates. Or you may see like a random lemon on the floor. So please pay close attention to all the signs and symbols that show up in these readings. They may mean nothing to you in this moment, but suddenly in about 4 weeks' time, you're walking down the sidewalk and you're like, hey, that's really weird. There's just a lemon sitting there all by itself. Or, wow, there's a walkie-talkie on the table and in the store. And you're like, it's just sitting on its own. These are signs and symbols to let you know that there is abundance and prosperity headed in your direction, and some really good news is coming on in that helps bring a little bit more excitement into your world. Okay, so we'll leave it there. Thank you so much, my beautiful Capricorn. Love and light.